Good day, everyone. So for today, we are going to report. The group 2 is going to report about the course subject Reading in Philippine History or CRPH. By the way, I am Rufame S. Dominguez together with my co-members Laila Duran and Martin Belisario, and this is passed by to our course subject instructor Miss Sunshine de la Cruz. So let's start. So this reporting is all about the lesson 10 entitled Convention between the United States of America and Great Britain delimiting the boundary between the Philippine archipelago and the state of North Borneo in 1930 by the President of the United States of America. So our learning objectives from this lesson is the student will be able to analyze the provision of this convention and discuss the matters of delineation between the Philippines and North Borneo. So here is the proclamation. Whereas a convention between the United States of America and His Majesty, the King of Great Britain, Ireland, and the British dominions beyond the seas, Emperor of India, delimiting definitely the boundary between the Philippine archipelago, or the territory acquired by the United States of America by virtue of the treaties of December 10, 1898 and November 7, 1900s, with Her Majesty the Queen Regent of Spain, and the state of the Borneo, which is under British protection, was concluded and signed by their respective plenipotentiaries at Washington on the second day of January 1930. The original of which convention is worded as follows. So, from the first paragraph of the proclamation, it is stated here about the governments included about the convention or the agreement. So, which convention is followed here? First, the President of the United States of America and His Majesty, the King of Great Britain, Ireland, and the British dominions beyond the seas, Emperor of India. Next, at December 10, 1898 and November 7, 1900, with Her Majesty Queen Regent of Spain and the state of North Borneo, which is under British protection, have solved to conclude a convention for that purpose and have appointed as their plenipotentiaries. So, when we say plenipotentiaries, it is a representative who has a full power of authorization to sign a treaty or convention. So third, the President of the United States America, Henry L. Stimson, Secretary of the State of the United States, and His Majesty the King of Great Britain, Ireland, and the British dominions beyond the seas, Emperor of India. And lastly, for Great Britain and Northern Ireland, the Right Honorable Sir Esme Howard, GCB, GCMG, CVO, His Majesty's Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary at Washington. So from this 1, 2, 3, 4, these are the governments being included about the convention or the agreement between the Philippine archipelago and the Northern Borneo. So, who having communicated to each other their respective full powers, found a good and due form, have agreed upon to conclude the following articles. So, Article 1 and 2 is presented by Christine Alasario.
Article 1. It is hereby agreed and declared that the line separating the islands belonging to the Philippine archipelago on the one hand and the islands belonging to the state of North Borneo, which is under British protection, on the other hand shall be, it is hereby established as follows. Meaning, ang linyang naghahati sa isla ay pagmamayari na ng Philippine archipelago at ang sa kabila ay pagmamayari naman ng North Borneo na nasa ilalim ng proteksyon ng Britanya. Hence, due north along the meridian of longitude 119 degrees east of Greenwich to east with the parallel of 4 degrees 42 minutes north latitude. Hence, in a straight line approximately through passing between Little Bacongaan Islands and Great Bacongaan Islands to the intersection of the parallel of 6 degrees 17 minutes of north latitude in the meridian of longitude 117 degrees 58 minutes east of Greenwich. Article 2, the line described above has been indicated on charts number 4707 and 4720, published by the United States Coast and Geodetic Survey, corrected to July 24, 1929. Portion of both charts so marked being attached to discretely and made a part thereof. It is agreed that if more accurate surveying and mapping on the North Borneo, the Philippine Islands and intervening islands shall be future show that the line described above does not pass between Little Bacongaan and Great Bacongaan Islands, substantially and indicated on chart number 4720. Meaning, inilathala ng United States Coast at Geodetic Survey noong July 24, 1929 na bahagi ng dalawang charts na napagkasunduan nila na mas tama ang pagsusurvey at mapping sa North Borneo. The Philippine Island as iba pang isla na ang linyang inilarawan sa taas ay di dumadaan sa Little Bacongaan at Great Bacongaan Islands na nakatala sa chart number 4720. Mangsi, Great Reef is indicated in the chart number 4720. The boundary shall be understood to be defined in the areas as a straight line drawn from the intersection of the parallel of north latitude and the meridian of longitude of East Greenwich, passing through Mangsi Channel as indicated on a top chart number 4720 to a point on the parallel of north latitude.
In Article 3, all islands to the north and east of the said line, and all islands and rocks traversed by the said line, should there be any such, shall belong to the Philippine archipelago, and all islands to the south and the west of the said line shall belong to the state of North Borneo. So from Article 3, it is all said that all islands from north and east of the said line and all islands and rocks of all the said line shall belong to Philippine archipelago. However, about the all islands of south and west shall belong to the state of North Borneo. So, Article 4 and 5 we going to report by Laila Duran.
Article 4. North Borneo, on the other hand, in consequence of the establishment of the line fixed by the preceding articles of the present convention, in the event of either high contracting party ceding, leasing, or transferring any of the islands in question to a third-party provision shall be made for the continued application to such islands of the aforementioned Article 19 of the treaty between the United States of America, the British Empire, France, Italy, and Japan, limiting naval armament, signed at Washington on February 6, 1952, provided that treaty is still in force at the time of such cession, sale, lease, or transfer. Based on understanding in Article 4, this is their basis to continue by having the relationship of the agreement that they are talking about the United States. This is also the establishment and set forth of the preceding articles of the present convention to continue application such island of the aforementioned article of the treaty between the United States. Okay, so let's proceed to Article 5. The present convention shall be ratified by the President of the United States of America, by and with the advice and consent of the Senate thereof, and by His Britannic Majesty, and shall come into force on the exchange of the acts of ratification which shall take place at Washington as soon as possible. And effectiveness whereof the respective plenipotentiaries have signed the same and have effects there to their respective seals. Then in duplicate at Washington the second day of January in the year of our Lord 1930. Now, therefore, be it known that I, Herbert Hoover, President of the United States of America, have caused the said convention to be made public, to the end that the same and every article and clause thereof may be observed and continued with good faith by the United States of America and citizens thereof. And testimony whereof I have hereunto set my hand and promised the said of the United States of America to be affixed. Then at the city of Washington, this fifth day of December in the year of our Lord 1932, and of the independence of the United States of America, the 157th. Herbert Hoover, by the President Jenny L. Stimson, Secretary of State, National Territory Document Number 1903. In Article 5, Herbert Hoover was the way so that he could make known the purpose of the United States of America, true good faith in the Lord that must be followed in a good manner. He also served as a spokesman and communicator in this constituency.
So everyone, this is the end of our reporting. I hope you guys understand our reporting about the lesson 10 entitled The Convention between the United States of America and Great Britain delineating the boundary between the Philippine archipelago and the state of North Borneo in 1930. So I hope you analyze the provision of this convention. Thank you everyone for listening and have a good day. Thank you.